I'm Eddy Veldhuizen, Senior Director Connectivity Ecosystem in Booking.
I'm Yotam Aronovitz. I'm Senior Director for Partnerships in Guesty.
Connectivity plays a very important role within the accommodation business. Many properties are actually using a third-party software tool to manage their distribution. And in the distribution, it means they actually are able to sell on multiple OTAs, like Booking.com.
Booking.com is one of the pillars of the hospitality industry in general that has grown tremendously over the last few years.
The relationship is very strong, we work well together, and we mainly focus on how can we actually jointly grow the business, which is very nice from a partnership point of view.
Guesty's size and reach, whether it's geo or different types of customers, also enables us to be in a position that we are first to market in things that matter to our customers, like recent payments API is a good example, or the seamless experience accelerator that we were the first ones to go through.
The seamless experience accelerator, what does it actually mean? We do see that a lot of activities that are need to happen in order to set up a room or a rate, that properties or vacation rental companies need to go to the extranet to start somewhere or finish it on the provider, or vice versa. We make it much easier now with Guesty to actually just don't switch between different systems anymore, but just one system you can use to ultimately maximize your business on Booking.com. Guesty has been able to do that based on, let's say, the integrations that they make with our system.
Maybe I could highlight three things when I think of the seamless experience. One is the fact that we could achieve a tremendous progress in a very short period of time. The mutual commitment, the professional services teams and the product teams working together to achieve a quantum leap in a way in terms of connectivity and capabilities. Number two is the fact that we looked at the processes end to end. So it's not just adopting new APIs or new endpoints, but also looking at the user experience and how does the journey looks like end to end. It's also the continued commitment to maintain our seamless experience as a company, meaning it's not a one-time thing. It's now a repeated process to make sure that we stay seamless as we see the value that it delivers to our customers.
If we make it easier for the partner and seamless for the partner, that ultimately also leads to a seamless experience for a traveler that ultimately finds a place to stay in the best possible way. We launched the connectivity beta for payments together with our providers to engage them earlier on in the cycle. So we know much more about the value that the product brings to ultimately the vacation rental or other accommodations. But we also hear directly from our software partners how easy it is to implement.
Payments API, for example, is something we're really excited about. It would really enable customers to show exactly the funds arriving into their account and not needing to go to their bank account, so it would really make their lives easier, which will eventually result in growth and in more reservations on Booking.com. One of the things I think we see the most is the rise and increase in professionalism in our industry. When you look at the vacation rental business a few decades ago, it was mostly based on homeowners that would rent out their properties. And now you can really feel the professionalism that is also propelled and powered by various technical tools and softwares. So this professionalism is also accompanied by consolidation. We see the larger and better performers of property managers also growing and becoming a dominant forces. I think this is one of the biggest trends we've been seeing in the last few years.
On the Booking.com side, we see something similar, right? So you see what we call casual hosts that actually start on a platform and start to kind of just expand their portfolio. Then all of a sudden they become what we call a semi-professional. After that, let's say they grow further, they start to become more professional, they start to engage with providers like Guesty to further enhance their operation, making sure that they can actually manage the increased portfolio and ultimately starting to move to a professional run business.
When I look at the future of the industry, I think the thing that excites me the most is still the growth potential. it has been, on one end, an industry that has been here forever. On the other hand, the changes that this industry has gone through in the last few years are tremendous, and they're really propelling growth.
My excitement mainly comes from the potential that's still there. So whilst we are trying to kind of create this seamless experience for partners, there's a lot of things that we can still do in that space, particularly also together in what we try to kind of bring to market to accommodation partners.